What's good, Mike? What's good, Mike? I know this is random. Um, Before I go about my business, I just wanted to speak for a couple minutes. You know, um, this lion shit, like, is getting tiring. Um, Last year we went through this with the Lions, right? Shout out to Low. Shout out to Low. I just wanted to speak for a couple minutes, right? Um, Shit, if anybody can watch this playback, they'll just watch this playback. Listen, to all those out there, you gotta be very, very, very careful with betting. I'm not even gonna say that because everybody doesn't bet, but you gotta be very careful about this Lions chat, talk, whatever it may be. I know a lot of people's high on the Lions, but I don't. It's not about hating, but it's just be careful, right? Because what happens is, for those that don't realize, whenever the media is heavy on something, it usually doesn't work out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't usually work out that way when they're hyping it up. Because you got to understand, once again, people, you got the NFL, right? Because we're talking about the NFL. NFL, let's just say that's the top dogs. Then you got the sports books, right? What don't you guys understand? What don't you understand? You got the NFL and then you got the sports books. Why the fuck? I'm sorry. Why in the world would the NFL have ESPN and everybody else promote the Lions? Right? So everybody can go and bet the Lions. Remember, the NFL is in contracts with sports books. So if the NFL are in cahoots with sports books, why would the media, which also works with the NFL and also works with the sports books, why would they go and promote that? Makes no sense. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? It makes no sense. There's too many people involved. So if everybody believes that, and everybody goes and puts their money on the Lions to win, let's just say the NFC. No, forget it, because they're saying Super Bowl, right? So we're gonna go with the Super Bowl. So if everybody goes and puts their money on the Lions to win the Super Bowl, what does that do for the sports books? Because I'm sorry, they're hand in hand. I don't never separate the NFL from the sports books. I don't separate the NBA from the sports books. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. I don't separate them at all. They are hand in hand, right? They are equally together. If the Lions win, what does that do for the sports books? Especially if we all catching the future bets, right? If we're all catching the future bets of the Lions, that's a whole bunch of plus money. What are the Lions right now to win the Super Bowl? +4, +3, or something like that. They got the favorite odds now. Being that the Kansas City lost, the Lions are like basically officially favorite by a little bit. The Chiefs are second, but the Lions and then the Chiefs. What does that say? So if everybody goes and bets the Lions, then what happens? Because there's a lot of people that's very heavy on the Lions, right? So if everybody's heavy on the Lions, Let's all bet it and let's see what happens. Right? That's what I want to see. I want to see everybody bet the Lions and see what happens. I want to see everybody also go and bet the Chiefs so we can see what happens. Do you guys really think it's going to be a Chiefs versus the Lions Super Bowl? Be honest. Last year it was supposed to happen, right? They had a good game opening night last season. So people said, oh, just like opening night, it's going to be a rematch. You know, it's going to be another great game. The Lions was one of the final 4 teams to make it. They lost to the San Francisco 49ers, and that's how we got the 49ers versus the Chiefs Part 2 in the Super Bowl from 2020, right? Are you guys high on the Chiefs? It's in the middle of the night, and I haven't. Where you calling? Where you from? Middle of the night here. That's what's up. So yeah, not to get off track. You know, yo, Kenley Pierre, what's up, my guy? What up? Just wanted to talk to you guys before I go. You know, about my business. I wanted to speak on this lying stuff because, you know, it's kind of bothering me. So what happened? What happens now? That's what I want to know. What happens now? Yeah, last year they pushed the Ravens and Niners. Oh yeah, yes, they pushed the Ravens and Niners all year last year. We didn't get it, right? The Ravens was the Ravens one of the final 4 teams, right? Because it wasn't the Bills, it was the Ravens and the Chiefs, right? Look what happened. That didn't pull through. We didn't get no Ravens. We didn't get no Niners, right? This year they're pushing Lions and Chiefs heavy. Do you guys really think we're gonna get that though? All jokes aside, y'all know I'm critical on the Lions, but no, I really need to know. I need to know this question. Do you guys really think in your heart of hearts we would get the Lions versus Chiefs? I always bring it back to sports betting because sports betting is so big, right? So why don't we all just do it? What happens then if we all was to do that? If we all was to get a Lions ticket to win the NFC, a Chiefs ticket to win the AFC, right? Because you're gonna get plus money on those as well, right? For them to win their conference is probably it's a little lower than the Super Bowl, but you'll still get plus money odds. But if we parlay that, you know, Chiefs to win AFC, Lions to win NFC, and everybody was to do that, then what happened? Would it pay out? And the reason why I'm asking would it pay out is because that's what the media is talking about. You guys understand? So you understand what I'm saying, right? If the media is pushing it. So since the media is pushing Chiefs, even though the Chiefs took that L, that's right. What I tell y'all, Chiefs was going to take that L. But nah, we're going to get to that in a second. But okay, since the media and the NFL was pushing the Chiefs with the AFC, pushing the Lions with the NFC, and they have contracts with the sports books. So it's the media, the sports books, and the league. They're all in cahoots together. They're pushing a certain narrative. You guys don't think it's to trick you to go out there and go do it? Because you got to realize these guys are quote unquote the pros, right? They're the professionals, right? Former players, right? Former coaches. All these people that work with the media now and all the journalists and all that stuff, they work with they're on ESPN talking. They're on FS1 talking. They're on whatever channel, right? Whatever sports channel, they're talking. So what happens is the regular Joe Schmo that don't know no better, they're going to believe what they say, right? Oh, God, he used to play. He won a ring before. He knows what he's talking about. This guy's pushing the Lions. So what do? I go out and I go get a Lions ticket for them to win a Super Bowl because this guy on TV who played in the NFL, who was a pro, who was making millions, he knows what he's talking about. So I'm going to follow what he say. You guys don't see the trick on how people get tricked all the time when it comes to this since we're talking about football, we'll stick on football. When it comes to this football crap, you get what I'm saying? Trey Finesse in the building, Kenley P in the building. What's up, my guys? Just wanted to talk for a couple minutes about this whole Lions stuff. You know, it's been bothering me for a little bit. You know, I trashed the Lions heavy last year. You guys know that. All last year. Anti-Lions, right? I haven't been loud on them this year because there's another team I'm trashing, which is in the same division, in the same conference, you know, the Bears. But but we all know the Bears ain't going nowhere. But as far as like Super Bowl bound teams, y'all know I'm anti-Lions. I'm gonna stick with that. It's pure bait. This is how I see it with the Lions. It's either Super Bowl or bust, right? It can't be nothing else. The Lions going to the first round and winning with home court field. Home field advantage. I said home court field, like this is the NBA. No. So the Lions go their first round, if they win the division, they'll get a bye. But the first game they play, which would be a divisional, right? So okay, they win that. Okay, right? They go into the the NFC Championship, which if they keep that record high, I guess they're battling with the Lions, right? So let's just say that they're battling with the Eagles, right? So let's just say they end up with first place, sole possession. The Super Bowl, the NFC Championship, they also get another game, right? But is that good enough? Because all you've been hearing was Lions talk. It's to the point where it's Super Bowl or bust for them. Winning in a divisional and winning in the NFC Conference Championship is not enough. For all the talk that they're getting, it's not enough. They already went to the NFC Championship last year and lost. I mean, it has happened before with certain teams, but it's like, are we going to see that again? Because remember, the NFL, the media, sports books are pushing the Lions. So it's now you have to win. You can't lose. It's Super Bowl or bust at this point. So who's so confident to go out there and get those tickets? You guys see what I'm saying here, right? Like, you gotta think about that shit. Do you really think the Lions is gonna win the Super Bowl? Now listen, if they win the Super Bowl, hats off to them. If it's in the script for them to win the Super Bowl, hats off to them, right? I did say NFC team will win this year. I still think that, right? But we still got to see what the matchup is, because I won't be able to actually give a guarantee pick until I see that matchup. But I do, as I stand now, I'm rooting for the NFC. So you can say, oh, you're still rooting for the Lions. I guess you could say that. No, but that's not team I'm putting in. I don't have no money. I'm letting you guys know I don't have no secret money on the Lions. There are no secret tickets that I'm not talking about that I have with the Lions. No, I don't. I don't. If I see something that makes sense and I would have to go and get some type of a ticket and go bet on them for whatever reason, I will, right? Business-wise, right? But for them to win the Super Bowl, I can't say that. I can't say that. Now, I don't want to see a Chiefs versus Lions Super Bowl, because I'm fading the Chiefs, as you guys know. I don't think they're gonna three-peat. I'm not rooting for them to three-peat. If they three-peat, whatever, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's a lot of promo for them to make to three-peat, but I don't think it's gonna happen. A lot of people realize just them going is enough. That's a three-peat of being an AFC championship, being an AFC champion like that, playing in the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. Last team to do that was just recently. It was the Patriots, right? The Chiefs can do that. That could be their 3. But winning the Super Bowl, nah. So it's like, anybody that feels confident, why don't y'all just go and make a Chiefs versus Lions ticket right now and stop thinking so hard? Why don't y'all just do that right now? No, no. Let me see. Yes, I see what you. Everybody, yeah, hit that. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. You know, it's a little random live, right? Um, it's not happening. Bfyre. It's a trap. It's a trap for the Lions. The writing's on the wall. I mean, I'm just, I'm just saying. The last comment I just see just now. I just saw it just now. I'm thinking Bills versus Lions. What do you guys think about that? The Bills versus the Lions. What do you guys think about that? To be honest, Bills and Lions. I don't like that matchup because the Bills is a, to me, the Bills is one of those teams that they don't win Super Bowls. Is it possible the NFL will finally give them one? I tell you what, I don't think you're gonna get a Josh Allen MVP award, MVP season award, and also give him a Super Bowl in the same season. So that I'm gonna say, fuck the Bills, Trey, for that reason. Now, if the Bills was to go to the Super Bowl, then Josh Allen probably would get jerked out of getting the NFL regular season MVP. That's another storyline that can happen as well, right? He gets jerked out of getting it, and okay, the Bills all of a sudden go to some type of Super Bowl, whatever, right? But this Lion shit, you know, I do understand a lot of people say it feels different, but you know, for those that really feel that way, anyone that's watching that really feels that way, why don't you guys just bet it? Bet it. If you're into investing, that should be a good investment, right? You only got to wait a couple of months. We already in November right now, so you got December and you got January. Super Bowl's in February. You can cash out in February. What, the second week of February or something like that? You'll be able to cash out. So your investment's not gonna it's not gonna be a long investment. You're cashing that out very soon. Do it now, cash out in February if you really feel like the Lions is gonna win. Or how about this? If you why don't you just bet the Lions to at least win the NFC? Right? That's a safe bet. Because if you're betting on them to win that Super Bowl, then obviously they have to win the NFC to go to the Super Bowl. So then that should be an easy, right? So take that. I just feel like it's a big trap. The NFL is talking about them too much. Twitter, follow me, Bfyre, Twitter 31. But for the Twitter heads, the X, Twitter X, you guys see it. Lions, Lions, Lions. Fine. Listen, fine, fine, fine. We went through this last year. They made the NFC Championship. So I can't sit there and tell you, oh, they're not even good enough. Oh, you know what I mean when I say good enough. The NFL's not making them good enough to go to the NFC Championship because they did last year. So it's possible they can do it again. So I won't fade them when it comes to not making the NFC Championship. No, because they did it already. But winning that Super Bowl, I can't rock with that either. That's the reason why a Chiefs versus Lions. If you was to tell me Chiefs versus Lions Super Bowl, who would I bet? That is a hard one. That is a very hard one. If I had to give you guys any type of a pick, it will probably be a prop pick, or it'll probably be a first half type pick, a first half money line pick. But because you already know I don't even want to bet none of them. I wouldn't even know who would win if they was to meet each other. But the NFL has it scripted out to where Goff owns Patrick Mahomes. See, Patrick Mahomes is the wonder boy, but Goff is the guy that owns Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, quote unquote, seems to always have trouble with Jared Goff. Right? Does he get the best of him in a Super Bowl? Right? I mean, these are things we gotta Got to talk about, what did I say last year? Is Jared Goff marketable? Because we could have got Jared Goff versus Patrick Mahomes. But it was designed for Patrick Mahomes to win that championship. So we can't have him go against Goff, the guy who actually owns Patrick Mahomes when it comes to their play. You see what I'm saying? People seem to forget that too. He has a bigger winning percentage against Patrick Mahomes. So are we going to have him go against Patrick Mahomes? Nah. It's just like random shit people got to realize. They got the Lions fans acting like Cowboy fans. Bro, you would think that the Lions won the championship. Every single Sunday, you would think that the Lions won the championship. And here's something that you guys have to watch out for when it comes to teams like this. The Lions are quote unquote doing excellent, right? Good record, fine, blah, blah, blah. They're blowing teams out by a lot too. I've seen this story before. I've seen this before. I've seen it plenty of times. Teams that do this usually fall very hard. They usually fall very, very hard when they have a habit of blowing teams out. They blow teams out. Gotta watch out for that. That's what I want you guys to realize. You gotta watch out for that. I don't see it. You know, a couple of people ask me, who do I see in the Super Bowl? I actually have who I see. I haven't said it, haven't announced it or whatever, but just that Lions and Chiefs. I don't know. I don't know if I can get down with that. Because who would win? You might as well say the Chiefs three-peat against the Lions. I just think the Lions have to win. They got to win the Super. They have to. Am I betting on them to win the Super Bowl? No. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. To me, it's either bust or fail with the way they're treating the Lions. Going to another NFC championship is not good enough. They better off losing the first round. And for real, seriously, the Lions are better off just losing, not the first round, I'm sorry. If they get overall seed, you know what I mean, their first round, which would be the divisional, they're better off just losing right then and there, right? Because I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I can see. No, I was gonna say something, but I wouldn't even fix my mouth to say that. Now, I was gonna say I could see a Minnesota making it before the Lions to a Super Bowl, but then again, I'm not betting on Minnesota to win, even though I have an NFC team winning. So you see what I'm saying? So I can't even go by that. You guys got to be careful. You just got to be careful. That's all. I don't like to see people lose because they think of with their heart too much. Go with this. The NFL's promoting the matchup too much. Is it not? I mean, can it not? It can happen, but they're promoting it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you got ESPN, you know, no disrespect, ESPN has their own sports book now, has ESPN book. Go on to ESPN. Who are they pushing? They're pushing the Lions and the Chiefs a lot. It makes no sense. The ESPN has a very, 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 very close relationship with the NFL. Very close. ESPN building is literally 2 blocks from right here. They got a very close relationship with the NFL, like this. But they also got ESPN Bet, their own sports book. So think about it. They're pushing. It doesn't make no sense when all of them are in bed together. How does that work? How does it work, people? Is it possible? Yes. I mean, yes. but they're going to have to recoup that money off of another game some way, somehow. I faded the Chiefs last year, right? I took the 49ers instead of the Chiefs, right? And I said a lot. I was almost saying the most, it was similar. Do you think that's going to happen again with the Chiefs or the Lions? I'm talking about as far as the promotion, because the Chiefs is still held at high regard. They still holding them up there. So if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, whoever they go against, do you think it's another just easy money like that? They're promoting the Lions as if they already won the Super Bowl already. Do you think that just happens just like that? These are just questions that we just have to ask ourselves. And I'm gonna ask these random questions by the day, you know? Um, I don't see it. I don't see it. And oh, another random thing. Just another random thing. Stop talking about the Steelers like they won the Super Bowl. This is not their year. This not their year. This is not their year. If that was to happen, whoo, 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 I I don't see it. So be careful with that. Um, the Steelers still got one more game with the Ravens, right? I think the Ravens will still win that division. I think they'll win that division still. Be careful with them Lions, y'all. I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap. It's either Lions win now or they lose. Yeah, I'm okay. So I see what a lot of you guys are saying. That's like Tom's kryptonite was Eli Manning. Yeah, oh yeah, about the Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff thing, right? They got the Lions fans act. Yo, so what's a realistic Super Bowl matchup? I'll just say that. I mean, I have my ideas already, but I just want to know from you guys. I think the Lions. I'm telling you, it's either the Lions have to win the Super Bowl, or they might as well just lose in a divisional round, or maybe the wild card round, depending on what. Because just because they have number one now, it's not official. So I mean, there's still a lot of Viking fans out there that's high on Vikings. Not saying that the Vikings are going to have number one overall seed. I'm not saying that. But there's a lot of people that's still high on their Vikings because the Vikings is doing good. Then you still got people that's high on the Washington Commanders, right? You got people that's high on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now that's the interesting one. Y'all know how I feel about the Hurts thing, but the whole Eagles and Lions thing, the NFC Championship, a lot of people's talking about. Over here on the East Coast, right? If you go down there, because I just came back from Atlantic City, and you know Philadelphia is like not too far, right? A lot of people's high on those freaking Eagles. Lions versus Eagles NFC Championship. I do not believe that is going to freaking happen at all. The Eagles are not winning another championship no time soon. I don't know how many times I got to talk about that, but I can and I will enjoy it. The Eagles are not winning. For all of those that think football is 1,000% real, you got to look at it like this. Their biggest achievement, the Eagles' biggest achievement, was what they did to Tom Brady, right? When they beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, or Super Bowl 52. Nick Foles has a statue. I don't see the Eagles then they get a new coach. I just don't see how that works, people. Like, you could be high on it. The Eagles was always a team that you could be high on. Even the McNabb days, right? They doing it with the Jalen Hurts days. Eagles are not winning no championship. Exit that out. If anything, people, the Eagles ain't winning no if you don't want to take anything that I say, the Eagles, they're not winning no championship. I'll be fucking damned if we see an Eagles versus Lions NFC championship. I would not like that at all, because once again, what did I tell you guys? I think that NFC will win the Super Bowl this year, pending, because I still have to see the matchup. So if we get Lions versus Eagles, then that forces me to choose one of them if one of them make it to the Super Bowl, and I'll be damned. With all the shit that I'm talking, now I gotta choose one of them. I don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna see a surprise. We're gonna see a surprise. Y'all wanna hear something random? Let me just say this before I go. Something random. If it holds up, once again, if it holds up. I'm saying that 3 times like Dr. Umar, right? I'm saying it here. A dark horse. Y'all know who I'm high on. Right? What I said about Packers. I believe the Packers can make it to the Super Bowl 59, 60, or 61. Y'all have me on record saying that. I've been saying that last year. I got it could be pulled up, me saying that, right? I would like to see that. 59, 60, 61. One of them, he's gonna have to be in that Super Bowl, right? Shit, why don't they start it now? But I know 60 and 61, both is gonna be in the state of California, right? Where the 49ers play, where the Rams play, right? Are they gonna have him playing? Y'all know the whole deal. Maybe so. Right? What would you guys say if Arizona Cardinals was to go to the Super Bowl? Now, if they was to go to the Super Bowl, go. I didn't say win. This is a stretch. I'm jumping off the roof into the water if that happens. Now, a lot of people will ask me, why did I say that? You know damn well I'm not going to tell you that now. But if you want to talk about a dark horse, that will, depending on who they go against, I might have to fade. I don't think it'll be Chiefs versus Cardinals. I don't think it'll be that. Probably be somebody else. But it'll be funny. Like that's a if you guys want to know why why is that one of your dark horse picks? That's a dark horse pick. That's not something I'm 100% confident on. No, hell no. But I have my reasons why I say that. Let's see how far they go if they was to go to the playoffs. They might just do a 360 and suck, because it's possible. It's possible. But if they was to go to the playoffs, I see some dumb shit with the league in the books, getting everybody for their money. So what I'm gonna say. Before I get out of here, shout out to everybody that signed up for the membership. As you guys know, the ones that signed up for the membership, what did we do on college Saturday? We didn't lose one game in college. We crushed it. So if you did parlay that, congratulations. Every team hit, right? NFL, the Ravens lost. Philadelphia Eagles which was the main pick, right? So main pick, we won again. The ball is still rolling. The Bills won, beat the Chiefs. That was a certified lock. I knew that was gonna. Like I said, there's no way the Bills can lose that game if Denver Broncos almost won that game. Makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs would have, the Bills would have to win. Boom, right? UFC John Jones, and Stipe going over 1.5 rounds, that hit. Michael Chandler lost. So out of all our picks, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there was like 9 picks that I gave you guys for that weekend alone. 9 picks, not even 1 pick. 9 picks. 7 of them hit. Only Michael Chandler lost in UFC, and the Ravens came up short. And for those people, I said, when I gave out the Bills and Ravens, I said, do not parlay it. Under no circumstances, do not parlay it. If you listen, boom, good. So you guys are doing good. The ones that showed me their tickets, shout out to y'all. So, I mean, hopefully we have another good week for the members. This week, anyone that signed up, it's well worth. Anyone that signed up, that already signed up, they got their money back. We went 7-2. Oh yeah, I'm still rolling with my Rams. I don't call them dark horses though. I don't. I'm high on the Rams, but I don't call them dark horses. Especially for the shit that they already have planned for that organization. I don't call them dark horses. So this is what we're gonna do. How do you sign up for the membership? You on my Twitter, right? On my Twitter, it's pinned right there to the top, and also in the description on my this YouTube page, in the description part with the link, you see that that Hellenback link that takes you right there. Simple right there. You sign up and you buy the membership right there. Once you get the membership right there, obviously I'm gonna know, and whenever I get picks and all that, that's when I send it to you guys via, it could be social media DM and or through the email that you provide. It's simple, nice and simple, right? So yeah, I'm gonna start doing these random lives more. I think I gotta talk about this lion shit until the Super Bowl, like random lives about this lion shit, because I'm really fed up with this shit. I'm really fed up. I just need anyone that's high on the Lions, you gotta bet them now. If you really feel that way, go and bet them now. Right? Just make sure y'all do it. Right? Is it rigged? Is it scripted? Is it fixed? I don't know. You tell me. Yo, I'm gonna catch y'all in the community section. Y'all know where I'm at.